Okay. So what is the plan? What are we going to discuss today?
I think Git, right?
Yes, Git. Okay. So let's get started. So what we will do, we will discuss Git and GitHub today, right? Okay, fine. So what do you think? What is Git? What is GitHub? What is Git? What is GitHub? Why we use Git in industry?
It is nothing but a version control system. Like we have different things earlier, SVN and other things are there. So
Okay.
it's a centralized version control system. And GitHub is the place where we keep our things. Like we have your repository currently is opening in GitHub, right? So here things keep store our things. So that is the storage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's say there is no internet. Let's say there is no internet, and in a PG you three friends are staying, and you have to share a movie. There is one movie present with friend one, person one. That movie he has to share with person two and person three. Each one of us they have their own laptop. How do you do that?
Pen drive, pen drive.
Yes. So what we do? That movie will be copied to one pen drive, right? So person one will copy that movie to pen drive. We'll share that with person two. We'll share that with person three. That is how we used to share things uh, amongst the people, right? When this internet era was not there, right? Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So if you go 20 years back or some 15 years back, maybe this is how
LAN
we
cable
used to
used to
share
use
things,
LAN cable
right?
also. LAN cable also used to do the same thing.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Now we have different version control systems. We have different version control systems. With the help of those control system, we can do the same thing. So what is Git? What is Git? And what is GitHub? We'll understand two things today. What is Git and what is GitHub? Hmm. What is Git? Git is a free and open source distributed version control system designed to handle everything from small to very large projects with speed and efficiency. So this is all about Git. There are two things, guys. One is Git, one is Git, and the other one is GitHub. So what is Git? It's a free and open source distributed version control system designed to handle everything from small to very large projects with speed and efficiency. I can remove all these things. This much should be enough to understand what is Git. So it is a free and open source distributed version control system. Let's understand what is version control system and what is the need of it. So uh, what happens? Let's say there are 30 people who are attending this training. So when 30 people are attending this training, when 30 people are attending this training, everyone has everyone has everyone has their own copy of project. Maybe person one has a different screens, person two has different screens, person three has different screens. So the code we all have are different, isn't it? So every person has their own copy of project. Now, what if we have a requirement? The requirement have a common project. Let's have a common project and let's go and modify in the same project. So all 30 people will go and change something in that project or in that folder. When we come with that kind of requirement, in that case, Git will help us. Git will help us there. And it happens in every project. So when you join a project, there will be many developers. When there are many developers, what happens? There will be a folder, there will be a central folder. In that central folder, the project will be there. The project will be there at a central place. If there are 4 or 5 developers working on the same project, all of them should have the same copy of the project, right? Isn't it?
Yes,
So
yes.
there will be a central place where the project will be placed. From that central place, every developers will copy the project. I'm just using the term copy. You can understand what I'm trying to say. So every developer will create a copy of that project in their own laptop or in their own machine. And whenever developer one wants to make some changes, developer one will make the change. When developer one pushes the change, developer two should be able to see those changes. When developer 2 is working on login logout page, when developer 2 is done with login logout screen, and when developer 2 pushes the changes to the common place, all other developers, they should be able to see those changes. When developer 3 is working on dashboard page, make some changes and pushes his changes, other developers should be able to see that. When developer 4 is working on product listing page, he pushes his changes to the common place. Other developers should be able to see those changes. So what happens at the end? There is one common place, there is one central place where one folder is there. That folder is used by many people. That folder is being used by many developers, right? Isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yes. So if we try to understand with one image, what is Git? What is the use of Git? Why people are using Git? I'm looking for the best image. Yeah. So this should be fine. This image should be fine. Or this image also should be fine. I think this image is not very clear. Okay. Is it better? So you can see, no thanks. There will be one centralized version control system. In centralized version control system, there will be a server repository. There will be a server. In that server, there will be a folder maintained. The folder is nothing but our Angular project with hundreds of files. The repository name is November 23 Angular. In that repository, we have 100 of files. So there will be a server. In that server, that folder will be placed, and we call that as central repository. We call that as server repository, whatever you call, it's the same thing. Now, if there are 3 persons working on the same project, or if there are 10 persons working on the same project, what they have to do when they join, when person one joins the project, what person one has to do at the day one? Day one, person one has to bring that folder from server to his local machine. When person one or developer one joins a project, the developer one or person one has to bring that folder from server repository to his current machine. So that that is called git clone. That is called git clone. We'll add few technical terminologies also. Git clone. What is this git clone? Yeah. What is git clone? No need to explain technical definition. Just tell me what is git clone if you understand.
So it's nothing but
Getting the server copy to the working to the local computer.
Local computer, correct. Yeah. So when I join a project, let's say I am a new joiner to one of the project. When I joined in the server, there was already a folder. I have to bring that folder to my computer. To bring that folder from server to my computer, I have to do git clone. So what I have to do, I have to do git clone. And let's make it a practical session so that we remember the things better. We understand the things better. So what I will do is I already have, huh, I have GitHub profile. First of all, I should explain what is Git and GitHub. Hmm. Git, Git is a software. Git is a software, whereas GitHub, GitHub, what is GitHub? It is a website. Git is a software. GitHub is a website where we can create a profile, we can create folders and keep the things. So what is GitHub? GitHub is a website. So whatever I'm explaining, these are my own words. Everyone should be able to understand. What is GitHub? GitHub is a website where we can create profile, we can create folders, and we can keep the files. It is not different from, we can relate this GitHub with Google Drive. GitHub is similar like Google Drive. What we do in Google Drive? In Google Drive is a place where we maintain our files, right? The same
Yes.
way, GitHub is similar like Google Drive. Maybe it is little more powerful than Google Drive, but we can relate with Google Drive only. Google Drive is a space provider. The same way, GitHub is a space provider. It's a space provider. It gives you some space where you can store your files and folders. What is Git? Let's say you stored your data in GitHub. You created a folder and you stored your data in folder. Now to interact with that folder, now to talk to that folder, we need one software. And now to talk to that folder, to add some file to that folder or to download something from that folder, to make some changes inside that folder. To do all these things, we need a software to be installed in our machine, and that software is nothing but Git. And how this Git software looks like, how to install it, let me show you. This is how it will look like. Sorry, Git bash download Git. If you say download Git, if you say download Git from this URL, we can download Git software. You can download for your operating system, whether it is Windows or Mac or Linux. For that, you can download this software and you can install. Once we download this software and install in our machine, now our machine has a software. The software name is Git. And using that Git, we can talk to a GitHub. What is GitHub? GitHub is a space provider which provides a space where we can store our files and folders. Fine. So once you download, first of all, oh, sorry. Point one, download and install Git software from this place. Second, create a profile, or we can say, create a profile in GitHub website. So how GitHub looks like, let me show you. There is a website called github.com. If you go to github.com, I'll show you in incognito, github.com. This is the website where we can create a profile. See, it will ask you to sign in. If your profile is already created, you can sign in. If your profile is not yet created, you have to sign up. So click on sign up, fill your details, and one profile will be created for you. Once the profile is created, once the account is created, you can log into your GitHub account. So I'll say create a profile or create one account in GitHub. The website name is github.com. In this github.com, go to sign up and create your profile. If you have not yet created your account, do it. Okay. Once these two things are done, now we can create a folder, and that folder can be shared with thousands of people, and they can read our things, they can contribute to our folder, they can do that. So what I'll do, I'll show you once I log into GitHub how it looks like. So this is github.com. After logging in, this is how my screen is looking like. So what I will do, I'll go to my profile, your profile. If I go to my profile, this is how my profile looks like. So you can see there is a overview tab, there is repositories tab, projects tab, packages tab, stars, all these things are there. Now I'll go to repositories tab. What do you mean by repositories? This is just a technical term for folder. So we say it repository. In a layman term, it is nothing but a folder. It's a folder. So in this, this is the main. There are a lot of folders. I have around 51 folders. If I have to create another folder here that I want to share with you people, I'll go to repositories and I'll click on new repository. Okay, I'll go to new repository. If I click on new repository, it will ask me few questions. What is the folder name that you want to create? You want to make it public or you want to make it private? If I make it public, anyone can see this. If I make it private, only the people with permission will be able to see, will be able to download, will be able to uh, do anything with that folder. That is that will be in my control. I can decide who all should be able to see my folder and all. For now, I will make it public. I want everyone to see this. And the repository name can be learn underscore git, learn git. So when I type this, it is saying this repository learn git already exists on this account. So I already have a folder with name learn git. What other name you have in your mind?
GitHub.
Again.
Learn GitHub. Fine. So the project that we created is learn GitHub. It will ask some description. Learn GitHub. It's a public folder. Create repository. Okay. Now in server. So as we discussed here, there is a server. In the server, a repository gets created. A repository got created in server. And that repository name is learn underscore GitHub. If I share this URL with you, you should be able to open this folder. Though this folder has nothing, it's an empty folder. You will be able to see that it is one empty folder. Okay, fine. Now what I will do, I will create one I'll create one Angular project, or I'll create one simple project. Okay, and I'll try to push it here. Fine. So what I'll do, so there should be a person who will do some push, or who will store few files in this folder for the first time. So what I'll do, I'll create few folders here. The folder name is, let's say, Alok is one folder. Then new folder, Argha is one folder. Then I'll create another folder. Gaurav is another folder. Actually, these folders will be there in different machines because they are different persons. Alok is sitting somewhere in US, Argha is sitting somewhere in West Bengal, Gaurav is sitting somewhere in Bangalore. So these people are working from different locations, but they want the same folder. Now, let's say end. Fine. Suppose Alok joined the project. Alok joined the project for the first time. He is the first person to join the project. So what he will do? He has to add few files. He has to add few files and push those files to that server. Then what he has to do? He has to follow few steps. What are the steps he has to follow? What he has to do? He has to create a folder in his local machine. This is his local machine. This is his local machine. In his local machine, what he will do? He will say init, git init. When he says git init, git will be initialized in that particular folder. Then what he'll do? He will add few files or few folders. Then we'll try to push those files or folders to the server wala folder. So Git is initialized. When we say Git init, you can see when you create a new repository, it will help you also. It is saying that Git init is used to initialize Git in your computer. In your computer, when you say Git init, what it is doing, it will consider your folder as a Git folder now. When you when you do this Git init, now Git is installed, or we can say Git is enabled in this folder. Git is keeping an eye on this folder. If you say Git status, so it is saying that, yeah, you are on branch master, no commits yet, nothing to commit. So Git is saying that, you have nothing to commit. You have not committed anything. So there is someone who is keeping an eye on your folder now. Okay. At least your folder is being monitored by someone. But
And this Git init will
for
be only one time, right? Sorry to interrupt.
it is one time. No, no,
One
no, no.
time.
Nothing to, yeah. So if I ask your Git status, it is saying it's not a Git repository. I don't know who will watch your folder. Nobody is watching this folder, right? Got it, na?
Yes.
So you can see there is one issue here. So nobody is watching this folder, whereas Alok's folder is being watched by someone. The same thing with Gaurav also. So for Gaurav also, if I go and say Git status, it says no, it's not a Git repository. It's a plain folder. Git is not initialized here. When you don't initialize Git, so Git is not keeping an eye on your folder. When you say Git init, indirectly we are saying Git, hey Git, keep an eye on my folder. Whenever I make some changes, please help me how many files I changed, how many files I modified. I'm a human being. It is very difficult for me to remember everything. Please help me here. Do you understand?
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
Okay. Now, Alok has initialized Git in this particular folder. Now Git is keeping an eye on this folder, will help you whenever you ask Git how many files I created, what did I do yesterday, what did I do day before, what I'm doing today. All those history Git will tell you. No need to worry now. Next, here what Alok will do is he is the first developer in this project. What Alok has to do, Alok has to create a folder. Alok has to create a folder. The folder name will be new folder. The folder name is, what project you are developing, Alok? Give me a name.
Dashboard.
Dashboard. Dashboard is a project, and inside this dashboard, he thought to create a folder called, uh, please help me,
Okay. Let's say clinical.
clinical. Can we use some generic names? Folder 1, folder 2, will that help?
Yeah.
Everybody will be able to relate. Folder 1, then folder 2. He created two folders inside folder 1. Or let's say only folder 1. Then inside folder 1, he created a file. He created a file file 1, file1.txt. And in that file1.txt, he wrote some text. Like, this is file 1 content added by Alok on 22nd of Feb 2023. So he added some code there. Just assume this is a JavaScript code.
Okay.
Hmm. Folder 1, folder 2 is fine, or data type, variable, those folders will make more sense.
Folder
Or
only
it's
is also
okay.
fine. Where is your folder 2, sir? Deleted.
No, I deleted.
Okay.
So Alok created a folder called dashboard. Inside dashboard, he created a folder called folder one. Inside folder one, he created a file called file1.txt.
Or
And inside,
instead of creating all these folder, you can make the simple Angular project. Just new project, make a new project, and all the folders and file will be created automatically.
ng
Dashboard.
new dashboard,
Mm.
new dashboard. So he created a new project. He created a new project. He created a new project. As he's the first developer in this project, he has to create a project and he has to push all the changes to the central repository. The central repository will be one URL that can be shared with anyone. And this folder is a local repository which is there in Alok's laptop. This is another folder present in Argay's laptop. This is another folder present in Gaurav's laptop. So these three people, they are sitting in three different locations across the globe and they have their own folder. So what Alok is doing, Alok is creating a project for the first time and he has to push all the changes to central repository. If he has to push the changes to central repository, what he has to do? He has to do git init in his laptop in the folder where he wants to create the project. Then after that, let me explain. Now git lifecycle I'll explain. By the time it creates,
It created, I think.
by the time it
For me,
creates,
it created.
it created.
I also started with you.
Maybe your laptop is super laptop or internet is more faster than me. Maybe. Yeah. So this is how it looks like. There will be a central repository. From central repository, if you want to bring something to your workstation, that is called pull. Okay. See, in Git, there will be two things. There will be one central repository, there will be one local repository, and there will be one working copy. Working copy means that you see in your folder structure. From working copy, we will commit the things. From working copy, when we commit the things, it will go to local repository, which you cannot see. It will be maintained by Git. We can't see that. I can't show you that also. Where is that present? But from working copy is nothing but this folder. This physical folder is working copy. Once you are done with your changes, we will commit our changes to local repository. Local repository means your computer only. In your computer, Git has a separate memory area where Git will maintain your changes. When you push the changes, Git will push the changes to central repository. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So when we say pull means from central repository, the things will be pulled to local repository. When you say update from local repository, the updated code will come to your working copy. Yeah.
We done
It is
update
for every developer.
If we do pull, that only comes now in our system. Like if I have to have your code in my system, I do git pull and Angular link. Then it comes to my laptop only, right?
Gitful is enough. Gitful is enough.
That internally does the update maybe, so it comes to our system.
Yes, yes, correct, correct. Yeah.
And the
So
copy
this is
that we
the
are the copy that we
uh-huh.
are doing now, it's a working copy now, right? It's not
It's
on
a
the
working
server.
copy.
Okay. So
No,
once we push
no,
it will be on the server.
correct.
If we
Okay.
commit, it will
What
be in the, I mean, in middle that another repository, local repository.
once we commit, it will go to a local repository. What is local repository? We installed Git software, right?
Yes.
Git software maintains that. Git software will maintain all those files. Okay, when you say push, from there it will go to the central repository, which is a clickable link, which is a link.
Oh, okay. That means local means in our computer only. Some places
In our
internally
computer
So,
only, somewhere it stores,
Okay,
we don't
okay.
know that location.
so local main we cannot see it, but the Git software, that software is watching both server and your working copy, and that software can compare the
Correct,
difference.
correct. Correct. If you want to read, ask Git life cycle. Git life cycle. It will show you a lot of images. Yeah. So this is Git lifecycle. What happens? There will be a central repository. We'll discuss all these things. First of all, let's see if the project is created. Yes, the project is created. Once project is created, if I ask Git status, hey Git, what is happening in my folder? So it says you have only one change. You have a folder. You have a folder. You can see no commits yet. You have one folder called dashboard. You have nothing else. You have only dashboard folder. Nothing added to commit, but untracked files present. So it is saying that, yeah, I can see last time when you asked me, you had nothing, but now you have one dashboard folder. You have not asked me to watch it, but I can see there is one new folder created, dashboard. So it is in red color. Now what we will say, we will ask Git, hey Git, okay, dashboard folder is created, right? Now I want to push this folder to central repository so that Arghya and Gaurav, they are waiting. Let's push all my changes to central repository so that they can start working. So what Alok will do, Alok is trying to push his changes to central repository, right? What he is trying to do?
Pushing the code to the central repository.
Yeah. So he is trying to push his changes to central repository. In that case, I'm looking for the. So this is the process he has to follow. He is in working directory. He did Git init so that Git will keep an eye on his folder. Git is already doing that. So Git is already initialized on this folder. Then he has to add what all things he want to commit or what all things he want to push it to central repository. So what Alok will do, Alok will say git add, I want to add that folder. Git add dot, dot means current folder. So I want to add my current folder so that I can commit, I can push my files to central repository. Is this clear? What is git add?
Yes.
Yeah. So when git add is done, it goes to all your files and folder, everything goes to staging area. What is staging area? Staging area is a area which is maintained by Git software. It will tell you how many files you have added, which all are modified, what did you do? Now, if you go and ask Git, okay, Git, what is the status? Git status. You can ask Git every time. So Git is saying that, hey, you have created all these files and folders. These all are new files you are trying to push. Are you fine with this? Right?
Okay.
Do you see? Hmm?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, Git tells me what is happening. Okay, now I understood. Okay, these many files I created newly. Fine. Then
Sir,
all
one
these
minute.
files.
Sir,
Huh,
how to untrack those files so which are added right now, right? So I don't want one file that to be committed. So how do you do
very
that?
good.
Git ignore.
Very good. Very good. We can do that also.
So one point here,
We
I
can
think
do.
git add dot na, like
Hmm.
is just not to current folder. It is just adding all the things. Otherwise, you need to manually one by one you need to add.
Correct. Correct. Git add dot means add everything present in my folder. Correct. Thanks for correcting me. When we say git add dot, everything that is present in my folder, add it to staging area. If you want to on stage one of them, there is one a command. I'm not able to recall. I will search that. In Git,
We can
how
use Git
to
restore and go in Git dash.
on stage a file.
Hello.
In Visual Studio Code, am I audible?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See what happens. These UI tools, Visual Studio Code and all, they will help you to commit the things, play with Git and GitHub very easily. I'm used to with that. So here I'll show you. Let's say I'm using Git. So it is showing me there are 53 files you have changed, but you didn't push them to central server. So if I want to push few of them, then what I will do, I'll go and I'll click on add. When I click on this plus sign, it will stage. So here clicking plus is nothing but running git add that file name. So when I click on this plus sign, that file goes to stage. If I click on minus, it will unstage that file.
Yes.
Do you see?
Yes. Yes.
So here in Visual Studio, it is pretty easy. When you click on plus, so you see all the files where you have changes. You decide how many files you want to push to central server, and you click on plus only for those files. But here I used git add all. So everything got added. Now I want to on stage one of them. The command is git reset file name. If I say git reset dashboard slash tsconfig dot spec.json, one of the file will be unstaged. Now if I say git status, it says that there are 20 files which are already added to commit. There is one file which is not ready to commit. You have 21 files, but out of 21 files, we don't want to commit this one. Is it clear?
Yes.
Git add all files to staging area. Git reset file 1 on stage file 1. Is it clear? Now we have a lot of things to commit. One thing not to commit. I have the changes, I know, but I don't want to push it to central server. That was only for I was trying something that is not a intentional, that is an intentional change. I don't want this change to be seen by other people. Fine. Once we do that, what happens? There are a lot of files in staging area. So what we have to do, we have to commit. When we commit, the files will move from staging area to local repository. So what we will do here, we will go and we will say git commit -m. M means message. And here we will give a meaningful message. Committing dashboard project initial setup. Is it clear? So when we do this, all these files are committed. When all these files are committed, do you think all these files are present in your central repository?
No.
No.
Working
No.
directly to local.
So where they are present now? They are
The
present in
local repository.
local repository, means in your computer only. Local repository is a folder maintained by Git software. Now, from your Git software to GitHub website, if you want to push your local repository changes to GitHub, which is a central repository, we use git push. Now, we cannot directly push because there is no link between alloc folder. Do you think your alloc folder and learn GitHub URL, these two things are linked? Did we
No.
link them? No,
No.
right?
No.
Now to create a link between your local repository and the central repository, we have to do two things. What are the two things? See, we have to do something. What we have to do? We have to decide that in this, I want to create a branch, git branch -m main. So here I want to create a branch called main, and I want to link my folder, alloc folder, with this central repository. To create a link between them, we have to add this git remote add origin, this one. So when we do this git remote add origin, this one, there will be a link created between your computer's folder and the central repository. Now they are linked. They are linked now. Now we just have to say we had a branch. The branch name was main. What we are trying to do, we are trying to push all our changes present in local repository to GitHub. To do that, there is a command called git push. So git push -u origin main. So if we run this command, this is only for the first time. So it will take some time and it will push all your changes from your local computer to central repository. Now, if I go to central repository, if I go to central repository and I'll refresh, then if I refresh, then I should see all those changes here. So if I refresh, I should see all those changes. So you can see dashboard is a project. Inside dashboard, there are lot of files. Everything is present here. Source, inside source, we have app component and everything. Is it clear?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Now, after initial setup, let's say now Alok is done with initial setup. Let's say the very next day or after a month, Arghya joined the organization. When Arghya joined the organization, what Arghya will do? Arghya will ask, okay, do I have to do from the scratch or there is already a project? I just have to use that. What will be the answer? There is already a project existing. You have to use that. So what Arghya will do? He has to follow the other thing now. Now I will show you the other one. See, if we already have a repository, if somebody wants to bring something from repository to working copy, what is that process called? That process is called clone operation. So he has to clone that project. He has to clone the project. So what Argyo will do, this is the repository. What Argyo will do, git clone the repository name. When he says git clone this repository name, he will be able to fetch everything from remote server to his working copy. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So it is saying cloning into learn GitHub. So what happened? Now if you open Argyo's laptop, in Argyo's laptop there is a folder called learn GitHub. In learn GitHub there is a dashboard project. In dashboard project he has lot of things, right? Now what happened? He decided to add a component called he has to, now if you go and see in central repository, we have only app. There is no component. So he decided to create a component called header component. So what he will do, ng new components header. He created header component. When running the Angles in workspace. ng generate
GGC.
ng generate components header. So he created a component header. He made some changes. Now he has to push his changes to central repository. Now if he has to push the changes to central repository, what he will do now?
First git add.
In working copy, he will edit, he will add, he will move files. He can do other things also. He will do other things means he will go and use a header component in app component. He can do that also, right? So he can go here and open source app component.html, open with or maybe he will go to dashboard src index.html. In index.html, what he will do, okay, along with uproot I want to use app header also, right? I want to use app header also. He's trying to use app header also. Now what he will do, his changes are already done. Now what he will do, he will try to push all the changes to central repository, right?
Yes.
To do that, what he has to do,
We need to do git add to bring it into the local working copy to, stage place.
correct?
Git push to make it available to the central repo. Git add,
So
then
what
git
he has to
commit.
do,
Git add, git commit, then git push.
git first of all git status
Git
init.
Git
Here
init,
we did not do git init, na?
git status,
Learn GitHub is coming.
learn GitHub became a folder in your machine. cd learn
Okay.
learn GitHub, git status, you can see, right? So it is saying app.module.ts is changed, index.html is changed, right?
Yes.
And right. So these are the changes you have. So when you have all the changes, when we have all the changes, what we will do, we will say git add all or git add one file.
Yeah.
We can say git add one file or git add all. When we say git add all,
Star.
no, git add all means dot only, not star. Added. The things are added. Then if I say git status, it says these are new files. This is a modified file. This is a modified file. So once add is done, your files are available in staging area. To push them to local repository, git commit -m added header component. Added header component. So where are the files present?
In my computer only.
In computer
Yes.
repository.
In local repository. How to push them to
Push.
central repository?
Git push. Git push.
Ah, git push. When we say git push, let's see what happens.
So there is a link there already, right?
There is a link. So what did it do? Inside app, it added a folder. What is the folder? Components. Inside components, there is a folder called header. Inside header, there are 4 files, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Correct.
Now tell me, does Alok have a header component?
No.
No.
Gaurav has header component?
No.
No.
Gaurav has nothing. So what if Gaurav has to work in the same project? What he has to do?
Git
He needs to
clone
clone
first.
it.
Git clone, right?
Git
Yes.
clone.
Git,
First git init.
git init, then git clone the central repository, right?
Yes.
This is the one.
Git init is mandatory, sir. We need to do.
For the first
Yeah.
time on the folder.
First time is
Yeah.
Okay.
Git clone. So it is cloning. When Gaurav is cloning, he will get everything along with header component, right?
Yes.
He'll get everything along with header component. Learn GitHub, dashboard is the project, source, app, components, header. Do you see?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. But if you go to Alok's machine, Alok doesn't have components. What Alok has to do? Alok has to clone,
No, git pull.
No, git pull. All of will do git pull.
because Alok's local computer is already linked with central repository, right?
Yes.
No need to clone again, right? So what we have to do here?
Git pull.
We have to take the update. In English term, if we say, what Alok has to do? Alok has to
Git.
take the updated things from central repository, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I want the updated things. Okay. Let's say today is Monday. You want to see Saturday and Sunday, or you were on leave for last 2 days. You joined the office after 2 days. You want to see if Argyo or Gaurav they have done something. You want to see those things. Then we will say git pull. When we say git pull, it will pull all the changes. It will pull all the changes from central repository to your local repository, right? And it says this file has modification and these are new files. Is it clear?
Yes.
Sir. Sir, can you create another folder? I just wanted to see that git init is again required or not. Because when I do it in my project, I don't do git init.
Okay.
Just create
Okay.
another folder and just do a git pull and git commit.
let's say Netaji is the folder. Git clone.
So if we, copy the .git direct, we are committing the .git directory in the Olof's time, first time, right? Very first time, so we did git add dot, right? So that time the .git that initialized that Olof first time did git init, that is also present in the central repo, right? So if someone does a git pull, very first time they should already have the git .git, correct?
Need to go in learn GitHub folder.
Git status.
Yeah, it's not required when we clone.
Yeah. That's what I was trying
When
to
we
understand.
clone, yeah, when we clone,
Yeah. So reason is first time Olof did a git init, and Olof committed all the Angular project plus the .git file also. So that made it possible made it available into the central repo. Now everyone is doing a pull, so they brings the .git file also. Correct.
yes.
So now the question is, how can I know who is making what changes?
Yes, we can do that.
I think since you added all the files from your computer in the server, it will show your name only, right?
If we go to history here, if we go to
Uh-huh.
history, it will show you who did what. Yeah.
So everything
Here it
is
will
saying-
show my name.
Uh-huh.
On my name only it will show. Otherwise, it would have shown every user's name with what did he commit. This is the commit ID. As part of this commit, what did he commit? Committed
So
7 minutes
now,
ago.
now can I share my screen? I just pull the thing and
Yes.
let me.
Yes.
1 second. Share my screen. Okay. So first thing first. So I have created one folder called Git Sanjay, and this is the repository. So how I did is I open a command prompt and
Okay.
first initialize git init on that folder, and then I clone it.
Okay.
Done. I see and then I make some changes. So what changes I have done is, let me open the project. Let me zoom it a little bit. So I have added one more component, a research component, or any component.
Correct.
And when I see the git status, it's showing I have added, I have some changes here.
You need to go into that learn GitHub folder.
Where?
You are in Git Sanjay folder. You need to go in learn GitHub folder. Go in that folder.
No, so when I add it, now it's showing there is a new file get. Okay, let me go to that file folder.
Go in that folder.
CD. Yeah.
Inside
Yeah, I
go
did.
in there. Dashboard.
Git status.
Now do this.
So it's showing these two files are modified already, right?
And components folder recently created.
Components
Right.
folder is created.
Under that there are many things.
So say git add and dot. Just say
Yeah.
git add.
git add dot.
Status.
Now say git commit.
It is your local
So if I do git commit, it will add my changes, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And whatever changes is already there in the server, I will not get it. I need to pull it again, right?
Yes, correct.
So let me git. So what I did, git add.
Git
Now I
add.
need to git commit.
Git commit you
Say
already
git
did.
commit.
Git pull first.
No. Git commit is yet to be done.
Oh,
Just
okay,
say
okay,
git
okay,
commit
okay,
hyphen m.
okay. Yeah. Double quote.
Git commit.
Okay.
Git commit
git
hyphen
push.
m. Added research component.
Hmm.
Some message.
Now git pull, then push.
No, git push.
So we need to always check na conflict is there or not, take the latest copy or not required.
Yeah, that we should do.
Sanjay,
For
here,
pushing, we should do a
like,
pull, right? To that.
Sanjay,
We should have done before committing itself. Go ahead, Laxman.
in Visual Source for TSS software, we used to see some log symbol of the file, right? Someone unlocked or someone, by that way we'll get to know. How in GitHub we'll get to know like someone has opened the file?
Someone has opened a file means?
So someone is opened the file and modifying it.
We can't say that.
Oh, okay.
So when someone is trying to commit, when someone is trying to do anything with my central repository, there I can add checks. Okay. What is this?
No, I was not able to push
Sir,
it
I am
because
also having the same issue. I was supposed to share the system. Even I am unable to. pull
so
it
I
to my-
did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
because he
Alpha,
doesn't have the access, I think. Maybe.
Permission to deny to permission.
Right
to
access,
this.
maybe.
Let me check if I have any access. Learn GitHub.
Even I did not
I'll
learn.
check.
They did not give the name and email ID.
Give me a second. How to enable others push their changes.
Even for my case, I am not using yours. I just created a repo of mine only. But still, I am getting that like unable to access my repo only. Request URL.
Yeah,
return
and
error code.
I'm doing something.
What we should do?
Collaborators. Now, I have to allow who all will be able to push. And let's say I will add a people. Can you give me your email, Alok, once?
Why are you
The
Alok?
email you are.
Why are you doing?
This one. meet2alok@gmail.com.
Meet to Alok. Settings collaborator. Meet to Alok at gmail.com. Yeah, now I added you as a collaborator. One invitation is sent to you. You have to click that link. If you go to your Gmail, there will be one invitation. If you enable that, so let me share my screen and I'll show you what did I do.
Okay.
So if I have to give access to other people, they will be the collaborators. Now you all are readers. I am the collaborator. For this repository, I will go to settings. I'll go to collaborators. I will make you a collaborator. Okay. So one has access to this repository. You can see 0 collaborators and 1 invitation. 1 invitation is already sent. You are yet to respond my
I
invitation.
responded. Can you refresh it?
Yeah, I'll refresh it. So it says, yeah, you are a collaborator now, right? Now, if you try to push, we can verify. You can share your screen.
Let me push it again.
Yeah. Your screen is not yet visible.
Visible. Yeah, it's visible.
Yeah. Yeah, it's visible now.
Rejected. Click run the git pull first and then do.
Yeah.
What? Git
So it
pull?
is saying do git pull. It is saying you don't have the updated code. Please make sure your folder is
So
updated with
before I pull it, if I want to see what are the changes I have with the server and my local.
তোর মেল আইডি কি ছিল
so that we can do with git diff.
Or maybe you can show it
Git.
later. Let me first pull
Yeah.
your changes and then
Yeah.
you can show us.
Yes.
ওয়াল সোয়েনি @gmail.com
So now git add git status.
No git status. Okay.
So this is
Yes, you need to resolve the conflicts for the app modification. Go in Visual Studio Code.
sorry.
Go in Visual Studio Code. VS Code.
So there is a conflict. What is the conflict? You didn't take my update and you made some changes. Now your file and the central repository file are not in sync. And that happened only for one file. The
App
file
module,
name
app
is
module.
appmodule.ts.
Last, yes.
গিটহাব নেই তো নাকি রে
Can you open appmodule.ts?
Yes,
ফোন
I
থেকে ওপেন
opened
করতে
it.
পারবি নাকি পারবি না ল্যাপটপ থেকে পারবি
The remove line number 18,
আবার ঠিক করতে অ্যাকসেপ্ট আমি একটা ইনভাইট পাঠিয়েছি জিমেলে
15, 16, 14.
There should be click on the git symbol, the third icon. Click on the third icon. First is folder explorer, then search, then git icon. Click
Right.
on the git icon
I clicked it.
and okay.
That option is available in Visual Studio, not in Code. I think.
Click on the folder. Why it is not showing all the files and folders here?
Oh, all the files and folder are here.
No, even git should track them. I mean, whatever we see in folder explorer, in git icon also we should be able to see.
তো গিটটা খুলে অ্যাকসেপ্ট কর
I think repository is not
Okay.
linked to the.
মেলটা
Yes.
খুলে
Yeah,
git
looks
লিংকটা
like.
accept কর। View invitation
Now
accept
you
কর।
have to manually fix your changes. So you can delete
Okay.
line number 14 from appmodule.ts. It is saying that line number 14 has to be deleted. So it is saying that header component is coming from somebody else. You didn't have. Yeah, delete line number 15.
15?
Yeah. Now it looks good. The conflicts are gone. So you have both the changes. Header component is coming from somebody else. Research component is yours. Now the
Yeah,
conflicts
this
are
I
resolved.
7.
Yeah. Now you go and do a git add, git commit, git push again. Yeah, 5 and 7
Yes.
also you have to fix.
Sir, after,
Just compile the project.
sir, after this is done, I would like to share my screen for 2 minutes. After this is done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now just add git add appmodule.ts, git commit, all those things you do again. Git add only one file. Git space add. Okay, you did git add all fine. Now say git commit. Git commit. And in the commit message, you say fixed the app modules conflict.
Okay. So what I'll do is I'll remove that one.
please enter the commit message. You should have added git commit -m. So add the message :qw to close it.
What is that?
To kill the Linux process, what is that? :q and w, right?
Yes, yes.
:q w. W.
No, it's not taking.
Control C
Okay.
if you press that also works.
Control C 2 times. :q w, huh? Not sure. Can we close this command prompt altogether
একবার আয়
and start a new one?
আসতে পারবি না না
Yeah,
পারমিশন টু অর্ঘপাল লান github.com ডিনাই টু সৈনি বলা
good.
কেন হচ্ছে এটা
So
because you are written 403
let's try to see git status. Okay, nothing to commit, everything is committed.
Git
Just
push.
say git push. So your things are pushed. I'll set my screen now. So if we go and check in the central repository, what is there? Yeah. You see,
Yeah.
you see, Meet Alok has pushed this. This is the request you have sent now.
yes sir
Yes. Please show that how did you add that collaboration?
Yeah, I'll show that. Now I will review this. First of all, I'll review your changes because I cannot blindly make sure changes with my folder, because my folder is I can say my folder is the central folder. I cannot easily let your changes go to my folder.
Right.
There will be a person who will review your changes. So we'll check, is the code looking good? Whatever you have added is fine. If the reviewer finds that whatever you have added looks good, then that person will add some comment by Sanjay, and I'm looking for. Okay. Now you have to screen. Please share your screen. Please share your screen.
so Alok created
You
a
go to-
pull request sir Alok created a pull request
No, not yet created. So you didn't ask me to combine your changes with my repository. You go
Alok
to
simply
GitHub now.
committed, right Alok simply pushed
GitHub,
right
okay.
Simply you pushed.
pushed
You are yet to ask me to merge your changes with my repository.
yeah
So you have to go to GitHub website. Go to GitHub website. In
First,
GitHub
he should
website,
make some changes right he should make some changes
no, the changes are already there.
okay
So remove, no, go to your profile.
right side
Yeah. So you can see it is saying that you have created a commit. Now, no, go back. The screen we were seeing 2 minutes back.
Sanjay,
2 minutes
actually,
back.
hello. He has not.
This is the one. So here what you have to do, you have to click on merge branch main of this.
Where is
Can you click on that hyperlink? I'll annotate it. Give me a second. There is a hyperlink, right? Yeah. So click on the
Dashboard.
hyperlink. Come
Dashboard,
down,
this
little down.
Where?
Your profile photo is there. Your profile photo is there. Meet to Alok, merge branch main of something. Not there.
Profile main below.
Where is your photo? Okay,
More dashboard folder.
Left side
me-
photo, left side.
I'm giving you remote
Below the
access.
middle time.
Below go to file.
Okay.
Before that 5 minutes ago.
I gave you remote access.
Yeah, I can see. So you can see here.
Mhm.
What happened?
That one or
What happened?
the below one?
Okay. Give me a second. Branch 1. There is a branch. The branch name is main.
Both are on the same branch, no?
No. There should be. I should be able to create a pull request here. Pull requests.
I think Alok has pushed the changes in main branch.
There is no changes left. So we need to create another. I think so. We need to create something and then commit, push. First of all, we should understand that both are on the same branch or not. Here, Alok and you are on the same branch, correct?
Yes.
Alok and you are on
So
the same
I should be able to create a pull request against central repository from Alok's repository. Right?
Yeah, so same branch, currently in the same branch, right?
Yeah. The name is same, but they are two different branches, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, the name is same. I do agree, but
Name.
I'm trying to create a pull request.
You pull request.
Alok's repository.
I'm looking for.
Yeah, it is correct because it is Alok's repository to your repository.
Can you search here that repository name? Learn GitHub.
Do I need to forward?
No.
ডিসকাশনটার জন্য আর কি
Any Git expert here?
What is the issue, sir?
I want to create a pull request from Alok's.
Alok. There was one option, create new pull request. When we go to the pull request.
Can you help?
Yeah.
Should I stop sharing?
Go to.
No. Go to your
you have to do
repository.
it.
Go to your full repository, Alok.
Okay.
In the website.
GitHub.
In the website? Okay.
Yeah. In the GitHub.
So this is the one.
Go to that. Go to pull requests.
Tab.
Third option
Tab.
after the issue. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And a new pull request.
Right side, new pull request. Yeah. From which branch to which branch? It is telling. Base branch to compare main. It is telling, right?
Okay, sir. I think you need to fork that branch from yours. I'm not sure how he did it.
Yeah.
Actually, Alok has
Even I got confused here.
pulled the main branches. That's why his changes got committed also.
So I need to fork it first?
Yes.
No need. That I am pretty sure. No need. Go back to pull requests.
Sanjay, you are able
Right
to
to-
see this Alok changes. That means the changes got committed in main branch.
Go
Yeah,
to
yeah,
pull
yeah.
requests. But is it there in my folder? Let's see.
Yes, yes,
Yes,
you can
yes,
see
yes.
it changes.
I thought this was the
Okay.
repository created by Alok. That's why I was telling to create pull request. But it is committed to the main branch only. Like
Yes,
main.
yes. That's why it is not allowing
So
to.
the thing is, he give the link from his thing to your thing. Correct?
Did he? No, he should have not given, no?
He is not. He has not copied his link, I guess.
Oh, is it? Okay,
So
let me check. Dashboard. Source. App.
share your screen, please, sir.
Components.
Can you share your screen?
Yeah, I'm sharing. Yeah, I can see your changes directly without even pull request.
That's what.
So I can see this is my central repository.
Right.
The changes are directly here. The
So
changes are directly here.
yeah. So is it correct? He has created a link from his to directly yours.
Yeah, that was the mistake we did.
Yeah.
Mm,
So
Actually, what we should do, let me tell you. I'll tell you again.
Actually,
So we should have gone in a different direction.
Actually, he has to create the branch.
Correct.
He has to create the branch. So from main branch, he has to create his own
Yeah,
branch.
yes.
Okay, how we can create
Yeah,
is
can you please
go main button.
share your screen? We'll do it for next 5 minutes. Hope.
Okay.
I'm
Argo,
not wasting your
want to do
time.
or me? Argo?
I can
No,
also share,
you.
but I am
You.
stuck at some other place.
Let me do. Okay, I'll do.
You are already a collaborator.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's say I will ask you to do something else. So when you get a new task, what you will do? Go to your folder.
Yes,
What
I'm
you
on the
will do
folder.
is, okay. So in that folder, in folder explorer, open command prompt. Open command prompt and say git checkout. Here you say git checkout. Say git branch. Can you type git? Sorry, not git checkout. Git branch.
Remove git checkout. Yeah.
Git branch. So when we say git branch, it will tell us in which branch we are working. Guys, the screen is lagging. We see something late. Yeah.
No,
Git
sir, my
branch.
side is correct.
No, it's correct only. Correct. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
What is the branch name?
Main branch.
Main branch. We are in main branch. So what will happen? You will be told to create a new branch and make your changes in that branch. So to create a branch, we will say git checkout branch 1, or ideally the branch name will be
So first we need
the
to create a
module
branch.
name or the component name.
First we need to create a branch. Correct, sir?
Yeah, git checkout branch 1 will create a branch only. Say git checkout branch 1. Git checkout branch 1.
No, there is no branch named branch 1. We need to create a git branch and branch name or something like that. Then
Let me share.
Just say git branch 1. Git branch 1.
Yeah.
Say git branch 1. Sorry.
Yeah.
Git branch name.
Yeah.
Git branch 1.
Yeah.
It will create a new branch.
Yeah.
Okay, now it switched to branch 1.
No, git pool. Now git pool, it will come
now No need of git pull now. If you say git branch, it will show you that you are on
Acha,
branch
acha.
1, right?
Yeah.
If you type git branch 1, sorry, git branch, it will show you in which branch you are in.
Yes,
Right.
correct.
Huh. So git branch should show you in which branch you are in. Now, can you create a component again? Yeah, we are in branch 1. Now, we have to create a component now.
Yeah.
Please create a component.
Snapdot.
Is navbar. Huh. Anything is fine.
Okay.
Now, follow the steps. Git add dot.
Git status.
Yeah, automatically it
Huh.
will come.
Git status, git add, all those things.
Git add.
Git add.
Git
Status first of all, then git add dot,
space dot space dot.
Space dot.
git add space dot,
Git status.
then git commit hyphen m,
Git commit hyphen m.
git commit hyphen m, the message,
Number added.
Git push.
Git push.
Yeah, copy that.
git commit.
Yeah, go on. Go on. Take
Upstream.
the current branch has not out.
Yeah, copy that command and you can run it.
Yes.
Git push set upstream.
Yeah, copy that command and run it.
Sir, what is the meaning of this command? Git push set upstream origin branch.
It will create a branch with name branch 1 in Alok's GitHub repository. In Alok's GitHub repository, he will see branch 1, not in my GitHub.
Yeah, as it was.
No, Sanjay, I think in your GitHub.
In your GitHub.
Sanjay, you will also see the changes.
Okay, let's see. Let's verify that.
He is directly accessing your.
Yeah, actually he is accessing yours and the link is different here.
Okay, I will refresh and I'll see.
Alok won't see anything. Alok is actually accessing your.
Yeah.
So I have not meant any.
Yes, I can see Alok's changes.
Pull requests.
I have also raised one pull request, Sanjay. Did it by forking.
Correct. Yes. Now, Alok, if you go to your
screen.
GitHub.
Okay. 1 second. Where should I go?
Go to pull request.
Pull request 1 is there.
Now compare and pull request. There is a button.
Yeah, that so we can
compare and
compare
pull
and pull
request.
request.
Compare and pull request. So you have to click on that compare and pull request. Now it is saying that I have my changes in branch 1. I want to push my changes from branch 1 to main branch. So now if I go and check my main branch, I will not see your changes in main branch. I can prove that if I go to my main branch, I will not see your navbar changes. So you have to create a pull request.
Why the difference is not showing?
Difference it should show. It should show somewhere. Now leave a comment and create pull request. And reviewers, you are asking somebody to review. You see top right corner, there is a reviewer section.
Sanjay Samantra 1.
So you can mention someone to review your colleague.
Here we should see the compare page, na? That navbar and other things.
Can you change the drop down values? There are 2 things.
March full request and drop down check. All of things are there. Green color drop down. The branch has no conflicts with the base.
Now this merge pull request, right? This button will be disabled in actual application. this will be disabled for you. Only the admin or whoever is the owner of the repository or who is the reviewer, they will have extra access. They will have this button. This merge pull request. You are a pull request creator. You should not have access to merge the pull
Right,
request.
right.
So you can pull or you can push any buggy code also anytime, right?
Yes.
Hmm.
Right.
Yes.
If you scroll up, okay, you can see how many things are changed. It is showing. Scroll up a bit,
Where?
please. Files changed. Files changed. Commits.
Oh,
Files
okay.
changed.
Right side tab, last tab. You are in
Mhm.
current.
Yes.
Yes.
So these are added. This is
Deleted, added, these all
updated.
things happened. Yes, correct.
Okay, these are the
Yes.
changes. What is changed? Oh,
Mm, that is the thing. Good.
Now, whoever you choose to be reviewer will get a mail. Hey, Alok requested you to review his changes. Please find some time, review his changes and merge his changes to main branch. So the person who you choose as a reviewer will get a mail now. If you select me as a reviewer, I can show you I will get a mail.
Yeah.
If you go to conversation tab, the first tab,
Yes.
very first tab. So while creating the pull request, if you select one or two reviewers, they will get notified that there is a request button. If you request me,
It will
I'll
send
get
a
a mail. There is a request button, top right corner.
Right side.
okay.
No, right
Yeah,
side. Yeah, request.
yeah. That is the one. Request.
Yeah, I did it.
Now I got a mail from you saying that, okay, Alok has committed something and he has chosen you as a reviewer. Please find some time to review his changes and merge his changes with the main branch.
Correct.
Got it, na?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Now,
sir.
as a reviewer, what I will do, I will see a pull request already raised. When I log in there, I will see two reviews. I can share my screen now.
Mm-hmm.
So as a senior developer, as a team lead, what I will do, I'll go to pull request. So there are two persons, they have their changes. I have to review and I have to mix their changes to the actual repository. So there are two things. One is raised by Gaurav, one is raised by Alok. So I have to go here. When I go here, I can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to commit something from branch 1 to main. So I'll see here what all changes he has, what all changes he has. If I feel the changes he has is good, uh, we are good to go with the changes. If I'm not happy with the change, I can comment here only, comment here. Please change this to, please change Nabar to some other name. I'll come. I can add comment. So he will see the comment. Okay. Got it, na? Like this, the reviewer will give the comment, and until unless this review process is completed,
So once you send that to
the
review, the same pull request will go back to Alok and Alok will again change and pass it in the same pull request or another pull request Alok need to raise.
no, the same pull request.
Okay.
Same pull
So
request.
Alok will be
Whenever if he
notified
will
by.
do one more commit and git push,
Huh.
if he will do git commit and git push, that will come to the same pull request. He doesn't have to do anything extra. After that, once I feel that he has addressed all the review comments, I will do a, and it is saying this branch has no conflict. So I'll merge. When I merge, I should see the navbar component show pull request successfully merged and closed.
Yes.
Now I can delete the branch branch created by Alok. So when I say delete branch, when I say delete branch, that branch will be deleted.
Do I
That
need to
branch
delete
will
it
be
or not?
deleted means, sorry?
Do I need to delete the branches or not?
Yes, we have to. Otherwise, you will end up having hundred of branches. Every day there will be 2-3 branches created by different developers. Now there is only one branch.
But that could be their own purpose also, right? Like they are working on it. Again, they will send a pull request from there
No,
up to the release
no.
time.
Now, if Alok will go and check in his machine, he will still be able to see he is in branch one. So branch one in central repository is deleted.
Oh, okay.
Branch one in central repository is deleted. Now this main repository should have navbar component.
Okay.
Is having navbar components navbar.
Got it.
Okay.
Got it. Yes.
If you want to check history, you can check the history.
It's a great learning today, end to end. Sir, I would like to share my screen for a minute.
Yes, please.
I have to share the screen.
I'm just sharing
No,
my screen for a minute.
he is
Okay,
trying
I'm
to share
sorry.
his. I'm sorry, I was trying to touch other things also. I could not make it.
We made you confused.
No, I myself got confused.
You are able to see my screen, sir.
Yes, yes.
So here, if you see,
Actually, we don't do all these things in our day-to-day life. Whatever commands are required, we do that.
we do that only. So here, what I did was like initially I copied that git branch /m, okay, and then git remote add. This was my repository link and all, okay. So try to do git push origin main and also it says like permission denied, like that kind of things. But here I am the collaborator only, right? So it should not be an issue.
Yeah, you have to do something. What you have to do, go to my GitHub repository.
I'm
One
not
time,
working with yours.
you are never able to push your changes to GitHub, right? You have never done that.
No.
Not even one time, right? No. Yeah, open my GitHub
Why shall I open
profile.
yours GitHub? I'm not working with yours.
No, I will help you with some steps.
Oh, okay. I thought some settings I need to do. That's fine.
Yeah, you have to do some settings.
So repositories.
Search a repository. The repository name is GitHub, Git Nodes or something like that.
Git nodes, yes.
Yeah, Git Nodes.
For text.
Yeah.
Or push to.
So one time you have to.
What is that?
Yes, come down. You have to do all these things. Git config, did you do for the first time? No, you have to follow all these steps. Everyone has to follow all these steps for the first time.
So this should be any name.
Can be any name. The second one is very important. Can you say git config -- global username to read, not to write? That command will write. Can you read your user email? Git config -- global user.email.
Oh.
Git config -- global user.email.
Yeah. See, this mail ID is there. Oh, something.
So that's mean it's linked. It's linked to this
I
email
want to
ID.
change it with my email ID.
Then that command you have to execute.
Okay.
This is to read. That is to write. Go to the notes file. Those who are not able to commit, not able to push, guys, you have to follow all these steps.
Now if I did, yes, my mail ID is there. Now what I need to do, username do I also have to do or not required?
Username is fine. That is just a
optional.
string.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Now this thing I have done with my email ID. Okay. And now what I need to do,
Hmm.
now I can try that executing that command.
Yeah, you try that. If it is not,
So
then
git
we have
remote is
another
one,
thing.
correct? Git remote. Remote
Hmm.
already exists. Remote git add remote origin already exists. So how can I do that then?
No need to do that. Go to next step.
What are the next step? That is git push.
Yeah.
Git push.
So you're pushing to main branch.
I mean, I have created a repo now.
Okay, okay.
Git push is not recognized as an internal HTML command. What happened suddenly? Okay. I got another arrow over here. Copy. So what happened? Unable to again. Why, man? Permission to.
We'll see
Go
what
to
is the
folder name
issue.
CD.
What shall I do?
Permission to is denied.
So
See,
you need to
permission to that is denied. To make it work, you have to follow one more step. Go back to Git nodes again.
Yeah.
You have never done. So the initial setup is not done in your machine. It is one-time setup for the machine. Come down to the bottommost portion of this page.
Yeah.
Come down. The last section of this file. No. Something. Steps to push code. Can you
Okay.
check the other file?
Steps to push code.
No, actually,
so
in
Arka,
Git nodes only
copy
it
that
should be there.
copy that error message and put it in Google, and it will tell you the solution. What you are missing.
I copied.
Personal
Unable to
access
access.
token, line number 74. Can you go to, yeah, this will also help you, but can you please go to my notes once and line number 74?
Git nodes.
Line number
74.
74
Line number
in Git notes.
74. Yes, personal access token. You have also written something. Find your GitHub account.
So this is
Yeah,
another way.
personal
This is
access
another way.
token on GitHub.
So what shall I do?
This is another way to do it.
Settings,
Yeah.
developer settings, right? So settings.
You can do this or else paste that issue in Google. It will help you.
If I simply paste. Git remote permission.
74, it is one-time setup.
So 74,
Do it, it will be there forever.
Let me do it from your system. So these nodes. Settings, developer settings.
Go to
Right? So I'm in settings, and then this is my GitHub. Okay. Settings and developer settings is where is the
Go to very bottom.
developer settings. You are getting some place.
No.
Developer. DEVLOPER. Developer. No. Where is that?
You're in repository settings, I think. Go to your profile.
Okay. Profile.
Go to your profile. So in URL, delete other 8, whatever is there, delete that.
Okay.
Go to the URL, browser URL. After 8 or GFL 8, whatever is there, delete that. That is your profile.
Yeah.
Scroll down to the bottom. Developer settings.
Yes, developer settings. And then let's see what Sal has wrote.
Personal access token.
Personal access token. Beta and something.
Classic.
Else. Classic. And then
Generate new token.
generate new token. This classic one, right?
Yeah.
Classic I did. Name, note.
Not like pat token. Some
Token.
yeah, token.
Expiration date will be there, 30 days.
No, make it forever.
Yeah.
There is a drop down, you can change it.
Oh my god, no expiration. Great. and then
Click on
Select,
everything, maybe.
select everything.
oh my
Click
God,
the checkbox repo, write, read everything.
write, read, just note users, delete repo, write, admin, audit, code space, project.
I think this much should be enough.
Yeah, we don't need all this.
Don't know all
Uh,
that. Generate
Uh,
token, okay.
Great.
Generate token is generated. Some of the
Copy.
copy. What is that? This is the token copied. Yes.
Yeah.
Now follow the notes one more time.
Notes. Yes. What it is telling? It will be something like this. Yes, I got something like this. Go to the credential manager, control panel, Windows credentials. Like that is my computer control panel.
Yeah. Search for credentials. Like credential manager.
Control panel.
Directly go to group.
Okay. Credential manager.
Search Windows credentials.
Yeah, credential manager.
Windows credentials. What was that?
Git one.
Git. Where are you getting it?
GitHub third one.
Third.
Add generic.
No, third.
Okay. Yeah.
Expand them.
Yeah, edit.
So
Paste your token.
Password in the password.
Yeah.
Username could be anything, right? Save it.
I think username.
Yeah, that is fine.
Can be anything.
Okay. Now, what is the note saying?
Going command.
Now try pushing the code.
Let me try with the name of God. Let's see.
Git status.
Git status you would like to see. Git status is there. Something added, right? The dashboard and some Git is there. So Git push.
There is no changes pending to push.
No, it is. There are so many changes, right? You can see, right? And it is pushed, I think. So
Yeah.
So I have done a great thing with all the help of all of you. First time I'm doing it. Let me check it in my repo. Things came or not.
Yeah, you can delete this token after this session and create new one.
Why? So
It is pushed.
how can I check it? In my repository, I need to go, right? Your repositories and learn Git is my repository, okay? Learn GitHub. And over there, the Angular thing should come now. Yes. Oh my God. So yes, I learned something new, sir. I mean, every time project used to have this kind of thing. From there, we used to start it. So this kind of learning never happened. Huge thanks to you and everyone like who helped me. So this token we need to set up every time whenever, we don't need to set up again, so forever it will be there. This note, hats off to this notes. Everything is there. It's a kind of chat GPT, Sanjay GPT you can say. Good. Yeah, thank you, sir. I'll stop sharing it.
Hello, sir. You have any project we can share? Hello.
Sir, I think I shared one project, right? Twitter.
Yes, Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter.
So
I have said one project. Please try to install that and try to understand. If you need any help, we will connect tomorrow.
Tomorrow we can discuss on that for some time.
Yes.
We all will
But
see.
before that, you should clone, you should install and try to understand.
Where
Do
did you
that.
share it? Maybe I missed it.
WhatsApp.
Oh, okay.
I also have created one project. I will share the link once all the functionality has finished.
Please do that.
Yes, at least one component.
Sir, one more thing, like you have deployed one project in the GitHub. So where is that link I can find inside your GitHub?
I don't think you will be able to do that. No, settings tab will not be shown to you.
Okay.
I'll share that URL again.
Okay.
Yeah. Settings tab will not be shown to you.
Correct. Yeah, it was a great session. Thank you so much, Sanjay sir.
Thank you so much. Yes.
It was
Thank you so
not
much.
great.
Because of-
I think
This is a very important thing.
From the core of my heart, it's a huge thank you, sir. I mean, I learned Git, but the thing is, those things are always uncovered, and every project we don't get a chance to create from the scratch. So
it happens with everyone. We run a set of commands every day and we are happy with that.
Yeah, we done git pull, git push, git commit, but this kind of configurations we never ever done.
That's true, because DevOps does all these things. As a developer, we just do git pull, git push. That's all.
Yeah.
2-3 commands and we are happy. As a developer, yeah. Good. We learned something together.
Yeah, sir. Thank you.
You people are always supportive.
So you are the source of inspiration.
Fine.
Have your dinner already? We took 1 hour.
Yeah. No problem. Sometimes it happens.
Thank you. I have to
Chalo, bye.
drop off.
Thank you. Good night.
Bye bye. Good
Yeah.
night.
Regarding that. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.